Okay. Hello, dear friends. Welcome to another lesson math video. Today we are going to do the last of arithmetic progression, which of course it is the sum of arithmetic progression. How to find the sum of the arithmetic progression. So at this point of time, I can only advise you, if you have not watched all the lesson videos on how to on arithmetic progression, I would advise you to go to the first video before watching this one. So if you watch the first and the second video and the third video, then you will be able to understand how to find the sum of arithmetic progression. So let us begin by simply introducing this topic to every one of us. Okay, arithmetic progression, how to find the sum of an arithmetic progression. So, finding the sum of arithmetic progression requires you to be able to know how to find the common difference, how to find the how to find the nth term, of course, how to find the arithmetic mean. You need to know and be familiar with those things because they are going to enable you to understand the sum, and you find it very simple because some of the letters and variables that are used here, it is what we looked at before we look at this one. So let's begin. The formula is given the sum of an AP simply stands for an arithmetic progression, is given by sum is equal to n over 2, open the square brackets, 2a plus, open the circular brackets, we have n minus 1, close d and close the square brackets. Now, these n, a, n, d, what do they stand for? What do they mean? And hence, this is what they mean. A is the first term. So the first term in a sequence given, that will represent to be n. Okay, d is the common difference. So you need to know how to find the common difference. If you don't know how to find the common difference, then you cannot answer any of these questions because you'll be stranded. So watch the previous video to understand how to find the common difference. N is the number of the terms in the progression. So here we are simply saying the number of the terms in the progression. So if they give you 10 terms, 1, 2, 3, 10 terms, meaning that where there is n in the formula, you replace with 10. If they give you 20, where there is n in the formula, you replace with 20. If they give you 2, where there is n in the formula, you replace with 2. That is what they mean by the number of terms in the progression. So this formula, it is very important and vital for you to know because this comes in paper 1 questions, ECZ examination questions. That is the Examination Council of Zambia. The standard of the ECZ questions, this comes in paper 1. So I would ask you to master and know how to use this formula. So always remember that the sum of the arithmetic progression is given by this cardinal formula, and all these letters are simply mean like that. Now let's look at the example. Examples. Question number 1. Find the sum of the first 10 terms. Find the sum of the first 10 terms of the AP. 15, 13, 11. Now, they have just given us 3, but there are 10 terms here. So we already know what our n is. Our n is 10. Okay? Simple. The second one. The first 3 terms in an arithmetic progression are 5, 7, and 9. Find the common difference. We need to know how to find the common difference. And then the B says, find the sum of the first 12 terms. The sum of the first what? 12 terms. So our n, we already know in question 2, it is 12. Now, this is an examination question. It comes from 31st July. It was written in 31st July 2018, paper 1. This is the GCE. So, we shall look at that. Let's first start with the first one, solutions. Okay, we start with the first one, solutions. The first question, which is question number 1, it is asking us to find the sum of the first 10 terms. Given the first we have 15, 13, 11, and so forth until 10 of them, 10 terms. So that is what the arithmetic mean looks like. I mean arithmetic progression sequence. So now let's write the formula before answering the question. So let's write the formula. Sum, it is simply found by n divided by 2, open the square brackets, 2a, which is the first term, plus, open that, we have n minus 1, close brackets, then this one. Good. Okay, we have that part. So that is the formula. So in this formula, we need to know what is my n, a, and d. If I know those things, then I can replace and be able to solve. So for me to do that, let me just write a brief here. I would say data, to know if everything is there. Okay, data if you want. So let's start with n. Do I know my n? Do I know my n? Okay. Do I know my a? Do I know my d? These are the cardinal things that I need to know before I answer this question. What is my n? Remember, n is the number of terms that are given in that sequence. We have how many? 10. The first term, a simply stands for the first term. What is my first term? 15. Common difference, I don't know. This stands for common difference. I don't know the common difference. So it means that before I answer this question, I need to find the common difference. So how do I find the common difference? Remember, we use the formula D stands for common difference is equal to T2 minus T1. Term 2 minus term 2, term 1. So we have term 2, which is 13, and term 1, which is 15. So it will be 13 minus 15, which is going to, what is 13 minus 15? It's negative 2. So the common difference, therefore, it is negative 2. I found the common difference. So once you have found the common difference, then just replace here and do your calculations, like this one. So we are finding the sum of the first 10 terms, which is 10 divided by 2, open brackets. 2, what is a? A, the first term is 15. Okay, plus, what is my n? My n is 10 minus 1. What is my d? Okay, this is minus 1. What is my d? My d is negative 2. Then you can close the square brackets. Now that you have replaced everything there, you can easily do your calculations without any difficulties. So let's begin. What is 10 divided by 2? How many times can 2 go into 10? That is 5. Open the square brackets. 2 times 15. We said 2 times 5, which is 10. We have 0, remainder 1. 2 times this is 2, times 1 is 3. 30. Good. Then plus 10 minus 1, we have 9. So we write 9, open brackets, negative 2. Then we close this one. Okay. So we have 5 there, the square brackets, 30 plus. What is 9 multiplied by negative 2? 9 multiplied by negative 2. It will give us negative what? 18. We close the brackets, square brackets. Now we have to multiply positive times negative there. So we have 5, this square brackets, 30. Positive times negative, the answer is what? Is negative 18. So we need to subtract this now. We have 5 there, okay? Multiplied by, what is 30 minus 18? So we are going to do our weight just here, so to get the correct answer. 30 minus 18. Remember, this is paper 1, so there's no calculator. You need to know how to use everything that God has given you to survive. You can use your fingers to count. You can use your book to count, to do your grade 7 calculations like this. Don't feel shy. Use all kind of alternatives to get the correct answer. So we have 10 minus this, we have 2. Here we remain with 2. We have 1. So we have 12. Okay, we have 12. What is 5 times 12? What is 5 times 12? We have 5 times 2, which is 10. We have 0, remainder 1. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1, 6. So we have the sum of the first 10 terms is equal to 60. Okay, so you can simplify. So we can say the sum of the first 10 terms, this was the sum of the first 10 terms. The sum of the first 10 terms, The sum of the first 10 terms is equal to 60. Okay. If you want, you can find all the 10 terms and add them. You are going to find 60 as your answer. That is what they are simply saying. But in order to, that is a long way, a long cut. The shortcut is simply using the formula and you are able to find the answer correct to be 60. The sum of the first 10 terms is equal to 60. Hopefully this has made sense. Remember, find the common difference all the time because it's rare chance that they will give you the common difference. They will give you the n and the first term, but they will not give you the common difference. You need to find it. So how you find it is exactly how we have found it there and replace it and be able to solve your answer correctly. Okay, hopefully I've made this clear. Now let us work out question number 2, which is the examination, which is the standard of the exam question. So the first three terms in arithmetic progression are 5, 7, and 9. Find the common difference, okay, and then find the sum of the first 12 terms. This was the 31st July 2018 paper 1 GCE. That was when it was written. So I will erase this. Let's hope you have understood how to find this so that we can use this same board to answer that question. Or maybe let's say I erase this part here. Okay, let me erase this part. So we know, if you still remember the formula. Okay, don't forget these things. They are very, very important. They are very important. Okay, create enough space for this work. Okay, question number 2. We are going to answer it here. Question number 2. So they have given us the first three terms, which is 5, 7, and what? And 9. These are the first three terms that they have given us. Okay? So now, if they have given us these first three terms, we need to find the 12 with the sum of the 12 term. So before we find the sum, let us find the what we call the common difference. What is the common difference for this? Because question A, it is asking us to find the common difference. It is asking us to find the common difference. Question A. So what would be my common difference in this scenario? Common difference is found by simply saying term 2 minus term 1. So what is my term 2 in this scenario? My term 2 is 7. We have 7 minus term 1 is what? 5. So what is 7 minus 5 is 2. Positive 2. So I find my common difference to be 2. That is my common difference. So now let us find the sum. The sum of the first what? 12 terms. So now we move on to B. We write the sum, the formula first, which is so that we keep on reminding ourselves. 2a plus n minus 1 d, that is the sum. We already know the common difference. So on my data, I don't need to worry to stress anymore. So I'm going to say sum of the 12 term is equal to, open the square, of course we forgot the formula is incomplete. The formula is incomplete. We have to say sum is equal to n over 2. Then we have 2a plus n minus 1 d. Okay. So we have, what is my n here? My n is already 12. I put 12 over 2. Then what is my first term is 5. So I multiply by 5 plus. What is my n? My n, I already know it is 12 because there are 12 terms. What is my common difference? My common difference is 2. I've replaced everything. Then I start calculating now. Okay, so what will be 12 2 into 12, we have 6. Okay. 2 times 5, we have 10, plus 12 minus 1, we have 11. Multiply by 2. Close the brackets. This 11, we are multiplying it by 2 there. So we have 6, 10 plus 11 plus 11 times 2. 2 times 1, it is 2. 2 times 1 is 2, 22. So what is 10 plus 22? We have 6 there. If you want, you can put this now. 10 plus 22, we have 32. So we have 32. Okay, now what is 6 times 32? So we'll start with 6 times 2, which is 12. 6 times 2, which is 12. So we're going to write 2 remainder 1. 6 times 3, which is what? 18. Okay, 18 plus 1, which is 19. 192. So therefore now, the sum of the 12th term in this sequence, it is 192. That is the sum of the that is the sum they are talking about. So the sum of 12 terms, it is 192. So if you want, you can find the 12 terms and add them. You're going to find 192 as your answer. Hopefully this now has made sense, a lot of sense. I only hope you have enjoyed this lesson, and now we can say this is the end of arithmetic progression. Of course, the next video, I will not be so selfish. We are going to do a lot of questions on past papers. Okay, so we're going to do 4 or 5 past paper questions and see how they come and answer them. So we have already done 1 already, so we shall do extra 4. So don't miss the next lesson video, because it will be more of practice, practice, practice. As for now, I only wish you the best, and remember to subscribe and share the video, like and comment, so that I get to also be motivated by your response and your like and your comments, and also share. Thank you, and God bless. Enjoy the rest of the time.